Alright. We're gonna start this up very quickly because I am a little bit strapped on time. I'm not gonna lie. I kinda got choice paralysis. There were a couple things I wanted to do potentially for stream today. I eventually decided just to do like a simple art stream. A small one at that, only like an hour. Because... oh, I'm not here. Where'd I go? There they go. And where'd the chat go? Chat is there. Okay. Because among other things, I'll do 4 layers for this. I'll need to remember to change it back when I do something else. But for now, 4 layers should work. Because basically I want to update the art thumbnail, the art stream thumbnail, because I'm gonna try and be a bit more proactive with art streams. Potentially, if I can, every Sunday, and it would be like the normal make thumbnails, draw something stupid, profit. Okay. So, where to begin? Well, I suppose the vision is the Art-Stream's logo typically has, or the Art-Stream's thumbnail typically has, like text there, me there, holding a paintbrush or something else. Uh-oh. There's my mouse. Okay. My mouse got stuck for a second. I do... Probably gonna make it... Okay, that'll be a good start. For a background, because it probably is going to be a more cozy night-ish background. Arguably, I'll keep that. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. I'll just... well, I should probably get the blue lines down first. Let's see. In my mind, I want my character is kind of sitting down, maybe with like, obviously there's a paintbrush in the head, but maybe with something else. Maybe like a cup of tea. Let's localize it basically to here. Let's make it first. Make it real first. Make it look nice later. Maybe a little bit nicer than that. Slightly better. I'll need to shave it down in post, but that's for later. I think I see how I'm gonna do it, actually. Well, that might be nice. Hold on. It's not really it won't really be as reflective of what it's actually like, but I'm thinking hold on, let's back up a little bit, specifically with the cup. I'm sure I had it like this. I'll probably make it bigger, but that'll work for the blue lines. I may make that just slightly shorter in order to... Yeah, that'll work. To make it a bit more realistic. Okay, I'm definitely not making the forehead that big. Hold on. Actually... Go on, because obviously, Bing Bong. Hello, Ivan Ramada. Welcome in. How you doing today? Just getting the, like, very basic sketch down for what this is supposed to be. At least complete the pencil. Then, yeah, I can put a coat rack with the hat in the background, just like with the other thumbnail. Travis worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I have not. I indeed have not. How did I do this in... Hold on, I actually might want to look. How did I do this in the other one? Just a basic structure. I can just open it from here, though. Where did I put it? Did I save it to the wrong place? Hold on. Did I save the image to the wrong place? Oh, there it is. There we go. So, I can use a basic structure, but code rec... Okay, I just use a very basic one. I can pretty cleanly make the blue lines for that. Make it real first, make it later. I might need to move the center of it. I can do that when I actually draw the final version of it. Yo. Hello, say Cloak 20X, welcome in. So the basic structure was there. Okay. That's good. I'm just doing a very quick mini art stream before I head off to work the night shift. Okay. Do I have the bookcase? Okay, the bookcase might be a little bit much unless I simplify it, like, way down. Plus, I do need room for the actual text of it, so I... Oh, thank you, Saykulk, for the what? Saykulk for the follow. Welcome in. You have a C-Wine commercial voice. Thank you. I don't think the bookcase needs to be that tall. You can just go... Thank you. But how are you doing today? It definitely it doesn't need to be that wide either. I can... Oh wait, I did forget to make the parlor visible. That's my bad. Feeling-ish. Questioning my financial decisions. Okay. Everything okay? I guess. What financial decisions are you questioning? I might need a little bit thinner there and then there. Okay. This morning at 4 a.m. I was scrolling through online shops to buy a few Gundam figures. I immediately see the problem, yeah. I'm not personally into Gundam figures, but I know how expensive they can be. Yeah, might as well get the wizard hat on the hook. I was not thinking straight and was adding stuff that looked cool and fun to build to my shopping cart. Yeah. I mean, I know that I have been there. I pressed buy and I noticed I bought 30 model kits. Yeah, fair enough. I would probably question my financial decisions as well. Jeez. I don't think I've ever done anything that expensive. 500 ducks went down the drain that night. Yeah, thankfully I don't think I've ever spent 500 bucks, but yeah. Like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot, and that can be insanely expensive just off rip. Especially when you don't pay attention to what things get reprinted and when. So I ended up paying like 35 bucks for something that immediately dropped to like $10 the next week. Needless to say, I was questioning my financial literacy at that point as well, so I feel ya. So, boxes right now are selling for $40, kinda. Some can reach as high as 70 to 80 to 90 per box, and some individual cards can reach like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, even $100 for like really, really good cards. And it can be a bit of a financial drain, as you can imagine. To some degree, I don't even really... buy boxes anymore. I would just buy singles. I think the last time I bought a box was... well, no, yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago because I did it for like for content, which didn't even really have that much of a return on investment for that, but was like $100. Well, I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but it sounds fun. When you play it with friends, it's very fun. I'll say, if you play it with randoms, it can be very frustrating to get into. Because they're not... Yu-Gi-Oh is not the best place for new players. And like the shows are... The shows everyone likes enough to play the game, but no. They're not always the most accurate representation of the game. And granted, those types of anime duels where people are going back and forth, trading one-for-ones, doing all sorts of cool stuff, will still happen. It's just not always the majority of the time. Okay, I guess what do I want to do first in terms of actual liner? I'll set the blue lines to 50% transparency. And I should at least get started. I've only got so much time today. Let's start. I like that line. It's alright, yeah. Hey, God. I think there are definitely people who can, and I've been recently teaching, I'm tangenting again, but there are people who are good at teaching Yu-Gi-Oh! People like Simo and the Duologs do wonderful jobs of getting people familiar, didn't mean to do that, with the general concepts of Yu-Gi-Oh! And how they function. And I'm even teaching my girlfriend how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. But it is... not everyone is as welcoming as like Simo or I. I do play Yu-Gi-Oh! Semi-consistently on stream. So if you stick around, you might be able to see that a bit more in action. I might need to clean up the other side just a little bit. Hey, Rena, how you doing? I guess... Hold on. I guess, you know what? I guess, speaking of my girlfriend... she also streams. A bit more consistently than I have been the past few weeks, but I'm good. That's good to hear. Scarf is a little bit. I need to round this out just a little bit. That's good to hear. Stream together and everything. Yeah, we do indeed. At the very least, that's enough of the line art for what are we working on today. So, right now I am updating the YouTube thumbnail for art streams. I've used basically the same one for the past year or so, even though it uses the old model. So I am giving it a fresh coat of paint. Okay. Right now, I got the sketch lines down. Right now, it is just getting the outlines and stuff down. A little bit smaller. Not always so time consuming. It can be, especially since I don't have the most amount of time. I'll count it as an absolute win if I get the line art at the very least down. I can always, or at least most of the line art, I can always come back and do the coloring on another stream. Hey, Chroma. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Pro Artist Spore. Pro Artist, I am not, but thank you for the compliment regardless. A little bit too far, but that's nothing I can't fix. Definitely are. I am getting better, but I'm definitely no pro artist. I can say that for certain. Just gonna say last time I had to sleep. Of course. No, sleep is more important. That goes for Rena as well. I know that didn't exactly get that much sleep last night. Pause. Imagine me sleeping. I know. But still, you should at least try to get some sleep, Chroma, when you can. I know what you're talking about. That's a big X to doubt. And add a new layer to that to set up the background, and then start doing the outline to the coat hanger. If it wasn't me, it wasn't as if we had a blackout this morning for almost 2 hours and Mom forcibly woke me up to go get some breakfast. Okay. That's unfortunate about the blackout. But also... just... make your mom forcefully woke you up. I mean... if I do remember correctly... mentioning not being the most well-rested when we texted this morning. Which I took, believe me, I did not appreciate being woken up like that. Let's actually make... I love yet hate the fact that my character is punching hard enough with his fists, even though he doesn't have proficiency in it. It still deals 48 damage, which I assume in Fire Emblem. So still, to still deal 48 damage. No, Pathfinder, okay. In Pathfinder. I don't only play Fire Emblem. True. It's just usually when you're talking about a overpowered character, it's either Fire Emblem, Reverse 1999, or not like it is my favorite game of all time. Or Steris in Minecraft Addiction. Oh dear. Did we awaken Reno's sleeper agent Minecraft? Or Minecraft sleeper agent? I mean, it isn't my favorite game of all time. It is my favorite franchise. I have no clue how or why the addiction started. The thing is, that's kind of just how addictions are, aren't they? They just kind of start one day, and you have to deal with the consequences of it. Okay. Let's get... how to do the line art for the wizard's hat in this one. Okay, I see. I won't share my favorite game, but I will share one of my favorites being Ristar. Next says. Okay. Next ASMR video. Like, best case scenario would probably be Arena exclusive. I meant when I said when I'm never doing that again. I've mentioned that game in a while. Here to expose yourself, mayhaps. put it on Patreon's for. I am probably never gonna set up a Patreon. Well, I won't say no to that. Yeah, I know you won't. Actually, that looks a bit better. What if I do it like this? I mean, the rim on my hat is very big, but so is the base. Make this just a little bit wider as well. I also feel like this needs to be a little bit thicker, actually. Then the real answer is I don't actually know what my favorite game is, and there are a few I'd rate 10 out of 10, but aren't directly my favorite. Interesting. Nope. Not delete the whole layer. There we go. Maybe shave off a little bit more of this. There we go. I may make that. Move the coat hanger a bit to the right. I made it my top 5, so I definitely get criticized by one of those. I would say 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, 0 escape virtues. Last reward might be some of my favorite of all time. God. Oop. There we go. I actually... You know, I haven't completely giving it enough thought. I actually kind of wonder what I would put on my, like, top 10 of all time. Or even just my top 5. I'm going to say... I think the obvious answer is going to be... Monster Hunter game definitely will make the top 10. Top 5 even. Consider sheer amount of enjoyment I've had 100% completing a game, Bloodborne. That's a good choice. I'm gonna cheat a bit and use the grid. Thing is, in no particular order, my top 5 are Monster Hunter games, League of Legends, FNAF, Final Fantasy IV, and Fossil Fighters. Yeah, pretty good choices. I guess if we do count all of the Monster Hunter games as like a single game, which it was ours, probably Might and Magic. I mean, I guess... God, trying to think of... like... my favorite games are surprisingly difficult. How many scores is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the bottom. Well, I beat a Makonko player using the most OP cards ever. Let's hear it. What did you beat the Makonko player with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Azrun and Apophis, the Swamp Deity. The non-targeting negates IC. And Azrun, the Summon negate. Okay, yeah, that's pretty funny. A little help from that's 10, which just pops everything. Azrun worked in getting rid of their ritual guy. Nice. Actually do this a little bit differently. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That sin doesn't pop everything. That's your finished, but that's 10, I believe, allows you to set a... That sin is a spell card that would set a continuous trap monster. Yeah. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which I only have to beat over Acid Golem to win the fight, which is relatively easy. Yeah, it's 3,000, but you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. He is only 3k, but I can cheese. Next to the that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Because, you know, the Argostar's traps are indeed not once per turn. Or not hard once per turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. There, once per turn per copy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, Matt. How are you doing today? Everyone's favorite YouTube chatter, welcome in. How are we doing today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How are you doing today, Matt, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that's good to hear. As the title suggests, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream today. A massive fierce part on the field. What is next to make? I guess it's just the candlestick. And I might want to make it a bit closer to the thing. How did I make the candle actually? Like massive, I mean 4,200. Probably the biggest it can be. I mean, reasonably. In an average tool, that's probably the biggest it can be. I can imagine it can get bigger. Whenever we rolled 4 different Agastars names, 10 counters on, that's 10, and I do in background. I don't do it. I did it like that, okay. I did. 10 counters and that's 10 to row. I think it's 57. Rope World Iceberry gets to do things to do besides floodgates. I mean, hey, it does have. Yeah, basically only it is basically oops all floodgates. But hey. Oh, I need to. I'll do the lineup for the staff next, actually. After this. I could do a reference here. A small one. I may actually make that a different layer, in fact. We have Dragite, which we use to protect our Lancia, who summons Reiho. We have Jaimir Adrian, which we use to protect Lancia, who summons... I think that's the other main floodgate. Defender, I guess. I'm going to play Infernity to counter Ice Barrier. The thing is, does that actually work? Who needs cards anyway? Well, the thing is, I don't even think Infernity needs cards to discard to resolve the monster effects. Because otherwise it gets negated. It does not work, I figured. Okay. That'll work for that. But we can pretend that airplanes in the night, that good thing Argus Stars don't really care. Infernity could be pure ice barriers, maybe pre-support, yeah. Infernity can theoretically beat a whole lot. Just depends on what your idea of a pure deck is. Yeah. And therein lies the problem. Actually make it longer. Hold on. If it goes first, and you don't have a troll, or such, you kind of lose. Infernity can indeed just be very painful. And be just kind of slow. I think that's the majority of the line art, actually. Group. I can't complain. I sat in a 20-turn duel against Umi Control. No, I did not have a good time. Fair. That's about what I would expect from a game against Umi Control. They couldn't auto 3K guy for like 20 minutes. What was it? IP Made Evermax? Because I feel like there are plenty of ways to out that. Like, Umi Control has built-in ways to out big guys. I don't understand how, unless they legitimately just didn't draw any of the good Umi cards. It was, okay, it was U5 event. So, no IP Made Evermax. Whoop. I had just flipped up 3 Trap Argostars and sat on Big Taidu for a while. Okay, I definitely need to make this significantly smaller. And they couldn't out it, apparently. Is it because it's counting it as a trap monster and not... No, that doesn't quite work the way I think it does. Hold on. Wait, no, hold on. How would they not be able to out what basically amounts to, like a 3K beater? Unless you were constantly putting it to the back row and forcing them to... K guy can't be destroyed by battle, card effects, or spells and traps. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the line. I don't know, I just sat there waiting for them to out big pseudo towers, and it never happened. Or I guess they won, but... Mostly because I couldn't out their stuff either. We were just kind of sitting there staring at each other until one of us eventually got the upper hand. I need to get rid of the E here. Funny thing, Wonky Quartet, of all things, could have won me the game, as it is unaffected by all card effects. not just can't be destroyed. Okay. Guess I should. Okay. I'll extend it to here and make the cutoff a lot sharper, I guess. To make a bit more sense. Should be running this wonky sport at Chroma. So I just messed up. I guess that does remind me. It'll probably be for the next art stream. Wait, did I actually say it? Ah, never mind. Your Honor, you ever play Royal Prison? The 8 special summons from the graveyard. All of them, in fact. Art stream, guys, we're down an A. If I said that was intentional, would you believe me? Okay, making this. How do we draw Matt? So, when I first suggested it, I thought of like just an Uno card with arms and legs. Wait a second, why don't I just... draw me like a French girl, Chroma. So we need Uno card, a Bunny, Lucia, and Spore. I'm pretty sure... Okay. I would only want a French man, Matt, so no luck there. I mean, given your opinion on the French, I'm not entirely sure you would want one of them either. Oh, did stream actually die for a second? Is it back? Hold on. Whoop, not that. Thank you. What did I come back to? Welcome back, Rena. I guess stream died for a bit. Play up the French hatred. Were you into Glass Joe from Punch Up? Okay, I see. French hatred. I think the French are fine. Apparently, we got into a conversation on the wonky sport head, which is like a meme that Chroma, Lucia, Matt, and I came up with. And basically, it devolved into how we would actually draw Matt, because his profile picture is just an Uno card. So I suggested an Uno card with legs, and Matt suggested draw me like one of your French girls. So, you know, probably just draw me with a regular body and then an Uno card head. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay. I guess also... I'm hoping it actually got caught on stream, because that would be funny. I could switch to an alt that has my face if you want. Honestly, to some degree, the Uno face would be funny, so that's fine. It's fine to keep it like that by me. You can get my actual pick. No, you're good. We can work with the Uno card. Plus, none of us... Like, Chroma does not show their face. I don't show my face. Lucia doesn't show her face. We would be fine with just a picture. Uno Man, it is. Okay. I'm showing my face in pictures. In pictures, like on like Discord servers and stuff, yes, but not really publicly. Yeah, like I don't even show my face in controlled Discord VCs. At least, not yet. But like, can't trust me with that, Rena. That's fair. Let's save this. Why do you think you haven't seen my face, Chroma? I mean, same. And that's more because I don't really trust anybody with my face, as it's not yet. At least not most people. Rena knows what I look like, but using a photo with my DM with beard as a meme for years in his server. I see, yeah. I'm glad that I haven't. Because you don't like me. You, just like me, don't trust others. Kinda true. Not gonna lie. Okay. Like I said, I did have limited time, so this was just gonna be a mini stream. So... I call him Beard. I call him Beardist. Seen how... Incorrect. Oh, that would be a funny redeem, like the, I was gonna say that would be a funny redeem, the incorrect buzzer noise, but then I immediately know who's going to use that, and when. It's really cute, even if I haven't seen him. Fox is still going. I wonder what Lynn's doing, actually. I haven't really spoken with them in a while. Well, now, friends, nice talk. Have a good night, Matt. I'm gonna try to be a bit more active than I have been the past couple of weeks. But that said, I do need to get to work. Fox is out. Okay, let's head on over to Lynn, actually, then. One day at a time, Spore. Yep. One day at a time. One life at a time, in fact. I think they're building a model shark, actually, for Shark Week. Which might have ended, but drop people up there for something cozy. They're also watching Shark Week, which is funny. That's a lot of fun. Grab spoon menacingly. Oh wait, hold up. But okay. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna try to do Master Duel tomorrow. Since I didn't do Master Duel today, I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream the next Tuesday, Wednesday. If I do, it will be early morning. But Thursday and Friday. Well, maybe not Friday. Well, you know what? I'll figure it out as it goes on. Okay. I'm gonna move on over to Stumble In. Everyone, have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.